Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us again in this 30-minute mini training. Please, first of all, let me just get this out of the way. Please feel free to make any comments or questions in the chat. I will be moderating that and answering those all at the end of the presentation. So again, thank you for joining us. This is going to be 30 minutes of a small mini training for you. We're starting a series today about converting your website into your unpaid salesperson. And today, the topic we have on deck is creating powerful calls to action that get more clicks. So what we see as the problem out there on a lot of websites that we come across, and a lot of clients that come to us have the same problem, is their site isn't attracting any leads and it's not converting anyone. It's not getting them any sales. No new business is coming through the door. So there's a number of reasons why that can happen, but today we're going to cover one of those, and that's the calls to action. That's what you want your people, their website visitors, to do when they get to your website. So today you're going to learn a few things. You're going to see the common mistakes that we see in calls to action. You're going to learn how to give users a clear path to guide them into the sale on your website. And you're going to learn how to avoid losing those potential clients that come to your site and might take off otherwise. Or actually, you're going to learn how to hold on to them until they're ready to buy. And we're going to show you some examples of the best calls to action to use. We're also going to show you a few crummy ones that you don't want to use. So, right. So at the end of this, you will also be emailed a cheat sheet so that you can look at it at your own leisure, in your own time. We're going to be emailing that to you. So if you haven't done so already, I'm going to put this link in the chat for you. And after I stop talking, because I can't do two things at once. I can't do it. So be sure to register to get your copy of that cheat sheet. And so with that, Jennifer is going to guide us through this presentation today. She is our web design and marketing director, aka our marketing maven in our dynamic duo, and she became an entrepreneur in 2014. She has a passion for helping entrepreneurs turn their dreams into reality, and she helps them set up a system and a process and a website that gives them confidence to achieve their goals and grow their business. And so I will let Jennifer take it away.
All right, thank you, Angela. All right, so today we are talking about calls to action. What?
You hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? You can't hear me? Hello. If anybody's watching, can you
still can't hear you. Just a minute, folks. We are experiencing some technical problems.
Let's see.
This is the lovely thing about, I can hear you, Jennifer. Maybe it's just me. Okay.
Oh.
Tracy can hear you. So I'm going to figure out what my problems are. Go for it.
Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Okay, so like Angela said, today is part one of a 4-part series, and we're specifically talking about calls to action. And if you're not familiar with what that is, I'm going to explain it right now. So basically, what do you want potential clients to do on your website in order to start doing business with you? There's a lot of people out there who don't really have like a clear path for someone to follow, like if they want to buy from you or they want to sign up for something. And so we're going to talk about the different types of calls to action and the ones that work the best. But first, we're going to start out with common mistakes. So, and the ones that work. Oops, I hear an echo. Okay.
I was trying to put the thing in the comment here. Sorry.
Okay, so the first one that I want to talk about, mistakes that we see with calls to action on the website, is they're too vague. It is so common to see learn more on buttons and other links in websites. And the truth is, like, people don't really read websites, they scan them. People aren't looking to learn a lot of information from your website. And this really doesn't lead them down the path of how to make a purchase from you or how to stay in touch with you. So learn more is a very common one that we see, but it's a big mistake. It doesn't help you generate sales whatsoever. Also, the location on the page. A lot of times we see calls to action like low down on the page. We were just working with a client last week who her calls to action were at the very bottom of her website. And most people don't scroll all the way to the bottom of the website. So you want to make sure that those calls to action are up at the top of the website so that before you even scroll, which we call that the above the fold section, that it's super easy for people to do whatever it is that you're asking of them. The next mistake we see is that there's no clear path to purchase. And this is super common with service-based businesses, which is mostly who we work with. People just assume that they're just going to pick up the phone or they're just going to, send you an email or fill out your contact form. But the truth is, like in this day and age, making a purchase is typically very easy to do online. That a lot of service-based businesses don't make it easy. And so that's a huge mistake we see. We need to make things super simple. So if somebody wants to do business with us, it's like a click, 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 and it's super easy. And then also, there's no path for the people who aren't ready to buy yet. I don't think a lot of people realize this, but 97% of your website visitors will not be ready to buy the first time they come to your website. It doesn't mean they won't ever buy. It doesn't mean they're not interested. They're just not ready to buy yet. You have to build trust. You have to show that you're the authority in your industry. And there may be just some barriers. They need to get to know you a little bit to know if you're the one they want to do business with. So let's talk about the two types of calls to action. There's direct and transitional. So we're going to start out with direct calls to action. So these are like the obvious ones, like buy now. Like if you have something that somebody can purchase right on your website, they can just buy it just like that. Register, maybe they're registering for an event or something like that. Sign up, schedule a consultation. So this is a really big one with service-based industries is you want to have like a free 30-minute consultation before you know if you're going to do business with them. Or make an order. So maybe if you're a restaurant or some other kind of web company where making an order would make sense for you. Or call. So do you want someone to just pick up the phone and call you? So those are all, I think that's the last one on the list, but those are all very direct calls to action where you're asking somebody to make a purchase, to take that step to, to make a purchase pretty soon. But like I said earlier, 97% of website visitors aren't ready to buy on their first visit to your website. So what do you do in that situation? We do something called transitional calls to action. And these are a way to stay in touch with somebody. So you offer something of free or something of value, that is free in exchange for their email address. And that way you can continue to provide valuable information to them. They can get to know you. You can build that trust. You can show that you are the authority in your industry. And eventually when they are ready to buy, if you're the right person for them, they will buy from you. So let's talk about some examples. So a free PDF. This is a really common one where you have 5 tips to, for something in your industry that shows that you're the expert, that's valuable information for your users. This is a really good example of a weight loss coach that I'm familiar with. Her name is Cookie Rosenblum, and she has this call to action on her website. She has a PDF that you can download. 5 big reasons losing weight is so hard. You enter your name and your email and you get that free PDF. And then afterwards, you're going to get to know her more. You're going to get emails from her that has more valuable information so that you can decide whether or not she is the right weight loss coach for you. The next example is a mini course or some kind of a video series. This is very similar to the PDF. It just takes some more work. The PDF is super easy to create. But with a mini course, you're providing a lot of value. You're teaching them something. You're showing your face on camera so they can get to know you. You can create that personal touch. So let's see, I think I have an example in here. Yeah, here's a lady who teaches yoga online, and she has courses that she sells, but she also has this free training that you can sign up for. And so that gives you the opportunity to get a taste of what it's like to, learn yoga from her before you actually decide to buy one of her courses. The third example I have is offering a free trial. So this works really well with like software type companies or any kind of company that has like a membership option, like a gym or a co-working space or something like that. So this is an example right here of QuickBooks. So that's a software company. You can see over on the right-hand side, they have Buy Now, which is their direct call to action in green. That's what they want people to do. But if you're not ready to buy, you can get a free trial. So that works really great. And in Spark Co-working, that's the co-working space that I work at. She has try a free day as the button, top right corner of the website. It gives you an opportunity to try out a free day in a co-working space. You get to see what it's like, get to meet the people, decide if it's good for you. That's a really great way to help people decide if that's the place for them. The fourth example is to send samples. So this is only, this only works for certain types of industries. But let's say like you're a baker or you have a restaurant or something like that, you can obviously offer samples. That always works really well. I know at Costco, if they've got samples, which they don't right now because of COVID, but like how many times have I tasted something and then went off and bought it? Trader Joe's does this too. If you're a musician, let people sample your music before buying it. Or if you authored a book, let people read the opening chapter of your book. So these are low risk ways for people to take some kind of action to get to know you before they actually purchase. And an example I wanted to show you is for Moo Printing. They're an online printing company. They will send you out samples of the different types of business cards so that you can actually touch them and feel them. Because when you're online and you're trying to order your business cards and you see all the different options there are, you probably have no idea what any of it is unless you're super familiar with print. And I'm not. So, getting some samples in the mail would be super helpful. And that's the end of the presentation today. Oh no. Angela,
I kicked myself off my own webinar. I'm really glad you mostly run the technology. So I told you, I can't chew gum and walk. So why you leave me in charge of technology, I don't know.
Well, hopefully you heard. I think I held down the fort while you were gone.
You did a great job. Thank you for doing that. And for all your insights there. So if you like that training, we have a few more coming up on the same topic. We're just chopping them up into bite-sized bits for you. So 3 more parts in this series. On the 24th, we're going to have some design tips. You're going to hear from me about some design tips to convert more leads into sales on your website. And then the following week, these are all happening Thursday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 12 p.m. Pacific. Yes, Jen? Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I always get that backwards, but it was right. October 1st, we're going to see how we can take advantage of the highest value real estate on your website. So tune in to find out what that is. And then the 3rd week on the 8th, we're going to talk about nurturing your leads. So building trust, creating value, and so that you can grow. That is coming up next 3 times. And if you want to switch over to the next screen for me. There we go. We have a few ways we can offer some help for you. This is one thing that a lot of our clients find really useful. It's our 90-minute brainstorm whiteboarding session. So if you need some help with marketing or with design and talking through anything in your business that could be holding you back, any challenges you're having. Is there a big car running by? Anyway, you're starting to buzz there or something. If you need help with anything marketing or branding related, this is a great way to give you some good things to walk away with, to actionable items that you can do and start implementing right away. It's a special price of $2.99 for our webinar attendees. You can sign up there at the blue link below, coalitionwebdesign.com/brandstorm will get you to that link. It's just a calendar. You pick a day and off you go. Did I cover everything? I think that's it for today.
Yep, that's the last slide.
That's the last slide. Okay, so that was even a mini course. 15 minutes. Good job, Jen.
Yeah, wow, that was fast.
Yeah. So Tracy says these were really great tips. She needs to go look at her CTAs. You were one of the examples on the website.
Yeah, she was.
Good job, Tracy. Good job.
Yeah, good job.
You did good. So yeah, if you want, like I said, if you want to grab that cheat sheet, just sign up. I did put that link in this stream's comments here. So sign up for that if you want the cheat sheet, and you can go and take a look at your calls to action. And that's one thing you can do pretty quickly that'll start giving you some real results right away. And it's pretty easy to do, right? So we will see you next Thursday, same time, same bat channel. We'll see you then.
And we'll see if we can keep the technology working better next time.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm trying.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.